I am the Josh.
I am the Banks.
Really, you got some money? Odd places, going viral.
Going viral. Josh, have you ever fasted?
Uh, yes, I have, and it was terrible.
How long did you fast for?
One day,
Hmm.
it was almost unbearable. And it wasn't a true fast. It was actually liquid, vegetable only liquid diet.
So when you said vegetable, you would put in a blender carrots and eat.
Sweet potatoes, carrot. You'd be surprised how much juice sweet potatoes have in them. It's unbelievable how much water, not water, but juice comes out of a sweet potato.
Well, okay. So did you juice it or did you
Yeah,
smooth it? Oh, so you only drank juice. It was only juice.
only juice. It was all liquid. There was no solid food whatsoever for over 24 hours.
Your stomach react to it.
My stomach was okay. I realized something though. I never thought I would understand the experience of having eaten a full meal and still being hungry. It was the weirdest feeling. Like I just ate and I was literally hungrier after I ate than before I ate. I've never felt that before. That was just the strangest experience for me.
And that was from juicing, from the
From
juice.
juicing. Yes.
You were hungry. Wow.
Yeah.
Hungrier. Because what I understand about the stomach is the stomach. Yeah, there we go. So the fats, anything that's fat is up here. You know, once the whole meal settles, down here the carbohydrates, so the sugars, then the proteins, and then the fats. So the fats stay at the top. So fats give you that feeling of satiety. Satiety?
Satiety. Satiety.
Satiousness. Satiety.
Not a citation.
Full. The feeling of being full.
There you go. Satiety.
Satiety. That's it. So yeah, the fat's on the top, and yeah. So I mean that's just what I know from nutrition degree I got way back. So when you drink, I mean, if the vegetables had fat in them, then the fat would be in it. I mean, if there's avocado, so the avocado oils would be on top.
Yeah.
That's interesting how you felt hungrier afterwards.
Yeah. It just didn't jive with my mentality at the time, which is you eat and you're no longer hungry. It was psychologically jarring. We'll put it that way. But I take it you've fasted, haven't you? You seem like the kind who have fasted before.
I'm terrible faster. Yeah. First, why do they call it fasting? There you go. You know.
That I don't know. That makes no sense, honestly. It's,
so that's one of the things. The other thing is
they should call it slowing. Is what they should call it, because you're essentially slowing your eating. Yeah. From slowing for the day.
Yeah. So I don't understand that. And I have fasted for a day, and it was arduous. It was just depressing. It was hard to do. I was hungry, and I drank like water. I just wanted to eat. I just was like, and it was, you know what, for me, it was a mental thing. It was all mental. I just had to go, all right, get it out of my system. And I think I did it to lose weight. To cleanse myself, to cleanse my body, the inside of my body. Speaking of cleansing the inside of your body, have you had a colonoscopy before?
Once. I don't think it was a cleansing colonoscopy. It wasn't for the purpose of cleansing. It was just a routine check. Right. But once before, yeah.
Okay. So I've had one also, and I about 2 months before I got it, I heard a radio story about a woman who said, if you want to know what your insides look like, do this once. Stay awake. Don't go down. Don't go under. And I was like, okay. So lo and behold, I stayed awake. Okay. Now there is a cleansing aspect to this, because you have to basically cleanse the inside of you. I mean, you're just constantly, I remember I was like, wow. The very wonderful thing about it. I got to see my insides. That was pretty cool. Which probably it doesn't look any different than anybody else's insides.
I have no need to see my insides. Sorry.
Why
I'm gonna
not?
take a clear pass on that one. What good is that gonna do? Oh, hey, look, there's the inside of my colon. Who the fuck cares? Like I don't even. There's no interest whatsoever.
Okay, I have interest. I love anatomy. When I took anatomy in college, I was just like fascinated by this thing, the body. And now that I've become used to my body, the age that it is, I really am fascinated with this form that changes and moves and is just totally wonderful. Totally, I think. I mean,
fantastic. But that's why they make books and plastic models. You can explore the 3D model, right? You can.
Okay. All right. Okay. So
Yeah.
I had the camera up and I looked at myself in the camera watching it, and it was fascinating. I mean, there was pressure. I mean, I could feel the pressure. I mean, they had this camera going inside me. The insides of me looked like bubble gum. It was like pink and veiny, and they said, okay, here we're going to go into the duodenum, or here we're going to go. We're taking the current turn. We're doing this. So I think that was like the only time that I really honestly fasted, because then you need to clean out your system. It's like a day thing, and that I was totally basically cleaned out. That was a great feeling too. What's that?
Did you celebrate by going out and having some like eggs and sausage? What a perfect meal for post colonoscopy.
No, I lost about 6 pounds, which I was like, yeah, that was great. I was like getting into my skinny jeans. What do they call them, skinny jeans anyway? Did they make you look skinny?
They're supposed to, but I don't think they work very well.
Yeah.
You know what makes you look skinny?
What?
Not having fat. Like It's like the old joke, like your wife asks you, "Do I look fat?" Sorry, do these clothes make me look fat? No, honey, it's your fat that makes you look fat, right? It's
right.
But you don't say that, of course.
So that was like the only time that I actually fasted. It was a great feeling. I felt clean. After I took a shower, I felt clean inside and out. You don't like talking about this, do you?
Yeah, it's just I don't have that need to know about my insides. Maybe it's wrong of me.
No, there's no judgment.
I care about my insides, just not enough to look at them. Not enough to. I don't know, man. It's.
All right, I'm not going to convince. No. I'm not going to convince you to look at your insides. However, I am going to argue the point that I enjoy knowing what I look like in every aspect. I wrote a joke years ago. It was not very funny. So maybe it's not a joke. Maybe I just wrote a line.
A comment. It's a comment.
The comment was, it was a comment. It was not a joke. No matter how you look at yourself, you can never see your entire self. If you look in the mirror, you're only seeing this part. There's no way for you to see your 3D self. And I've always been fascinated to see parts of me that I ordinarily don't see. Like if I have a mirror behind me and I'm in another room, or I'm in a room with a mirror and I'm looking at the mirror and there's a mirror behind me, bingo, I get to see what's behind me, or I get to see me from behind. I'm like, wow, I look like that.
I'll tell you, I think it's brave of you to be able to see that. Because here's the thing. I give blood. I give blood often. I can't look at the needle going into the arm. I can't look at my own blood coming out. I can see other people's blood. I'm okay with that. But when they stick the straw inside of me, I have to look this way.
Yeah, I do the same thing too. I think that's very common. What I want to do is I want to be able to look at it when they do it. Just release myself, because that's what I'm doing. I'm looking away and I'm just saying, breathe out, let it go. just whatever happens, happens. And one time they did not have a sleeve or something. They did not have like a gauze over my arm.
Yeah.
And I could see it in my arm, and I was just like, However,
Yeah.
these are things that are in the mind, though. These are not things that are physical. I mean,
Absolutely.
It's
You're
like,
right.
I can't
That's why I
look
said
at.
you're brave. You're brave. You are braver than I am. I will have to give you that on this one.
To want to look inside my body and to want to look at, I do not want to look at the needle. Here it is, though. The next time I have a colonoscopy, I think I might stay up for it. I don't have to take the drugs. I don't have to like get all groggy and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe I will.
What about a like quadruple bypass?
No.
Just wait for that, just to see. That'd be interesting.
My dad's had a stent. He's got all these things that he's done to his heart. So if I'm in that vein, if I'm headed that way,
That was a good pun. If you're in that vein, that's a good. You got to say here, lick it and save it for later. That was a good one.
I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
Odd places going
Inside the body, apparently.
Ouch.